welcome back to another Instagram Live. I'm just gonna wait for some people to join before we get started. Amazing, everyone seems to be joining. If you can please let me know how the audio is, that would be great. So either wave in the chat function if the audio is okay. Perfect, amazing. Just gonna wait for a few people to join. I guess I'll start off by introducing myself. My name is Bari. I'm a registered dietitian, health coach, and social media strategist here at Second Nature. And last week we put out a survey to everyone asking what kind of content you all needed during this time. And besides recipes and exercise, which we got a lot of, surprisingly, one of the things that we got the most was mindfulness and mindset content. So, here at Second Nature, we are big believers in the idea of mindfulness as it helps kind of bring attention to the now. It helps us pay attention to our bodies, our signals. Mindfulness can really be helpful differentiating between if we really want that cookie or maybe we need a hug, or really paying attention to our hunger and fullness cues, maybe to prevent overeating or even undereating. So really listening to our body has a lot of benefits. Also things like managing stress and coping with anxiety. So over the next 3 days, we will be hosting 3 mindfulness lives. We have also taken your feedback into consideration in regards to the timing. So we will be hosting these at 6 p.m. instead of the normal 5:30. Hopefully this gives everyone a bit of extra time to join in after the workday. And as always, we will be uploading these videos to our YouTube channel after. Amazing, I'm gonna get started. A few people have joined us now. So today's exercise is a mindful seeing exercise, so really paying attention to our surroundings. So let's start off. If everyone can sit in front of a window or sit in the garden if you have a garden. I'm very jealous if you do. I don't, so I'm sitting in my home office staring out into the street in front of me. But whether you guys want to look at the back garden, whatever kind of window that you have available is perfect. And I want you all to start by taking a deep breath in and sigh out your mouth, and just notice about where you're sitting. So are you sitting straight, or is your back up against the back of the chair? Are you hunched over? Are you leaning forward? Are your feet on the floor, or are you cross-legged? I'm actually cross-legged right now, as I find it probably a more comfortable way to sit for me personally. Where are your hands? Are they besides you? Are they resting on your legs? So just taking a bit of mindfulness in terms of what your body is doing right now. So once everyone is seated comfortably, or you can stand as well and just take notice of your feet flat on the floor, then we will get started. So I want you all to look ahead into whatever outside or whatever your view is. And I want you to start by taking notice of the things in front of you. But I don't want you to label them as the conventional bird or tree or grass. I want you to start by identifying what you see based off colors, shapes, textures. So maybe what you see is not a tree, but it's something that's tall. It's something that maybe the bottom bit looks a bit rough. Maybe the flowers are looking fluffy. What color are they? How can you really describe what you see without using the conventional name? So maybe even thinking about if you were, a baby, from a baby's perspective, and thinking if you don't know the word for something, how can you see or explain what's in front of you? So just really trying to use alternative phrases to describe the things that you're looking at. Now, pay attention maybe to the movement that you see outside. So whether the wind is blowing, is it gentle? Is it strong? Do you not see the movement? I'm looking outside and I see a tree or a very tall green object that is definitely swaying in the wind, especially as the cars are driving by. It definitely sways a bit more. So maybe you're in your back garden, maybe things are looking a bit still, maybe an animal is there. Are they causing any movement? Or maybe you can just take notice of the stillness. Next, I think we're going to focus on shapes. So what shapes do you see in your view? In front of me, behind the tree, I have a lovely church. So there are a lot of intricate shapes in the windows, a lot of arches. The doors are quite intricate with the shapes, and the laying of the bricks makes some interesting shapes as well. But what shapes do you have in front of you? Are they rounded? Are they circular? Can you make out any really distinct angles? And next, I just want you all to take a really deep breath in and just remember, in through the nose, you're gonna hold, and out through the mouth. Again, bringing that focus back to your body. How are you sitting? Taking notice of your breathing. How are you breathing? Has your pace slowed down? Are you breathing deeper, more shallow breaths? Just paying attention to what your body is doing. Next, I want you to bring your focus back to your view and be really observant but not critical. So maybe your flowers need watering, but let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what is around you. And have you noticed anything in this exercise that you haven't noticed before? Presumably, this is an environment that you're exposed to quite frequently, whether it's a view from your house or a view from wherever you are. Hopefully, it's something that is quite familiar. And have you noticed anything that you normally don't see? So if you picked up on maybe some new spring flowers, or maybe taking notice that it's 6 o'clock and it's still, really sunny out, what have you noticed differently that is not usually in your day-to-day focus? And just taking notice of that, again, taking notice of your breathing, taking notice about how you feel. Do you feel more calm than when you entered this live? Did you have a stressful day at work? How are your emotions now compared to what they were? And just taking notice of all of that. And remember to keep breathing. And as we end this session, it was only a quick little 10-minute mindful meditation seeing exercise. I want you to think about how can you incorporate this into your everyday routine. How can we be more observant of our surroundings? How can we be more observant of the way we interact with our surroundings? Things that we see every day, maybe can we look at them from a different angle or a different perspective? And all of this can really help us, be in tune with our body, our surroundings, and help us make better choices. So I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Pop any questions you have in the chat function of the Instagram Live. Let us know if you liked this, if you found it helpful, and we will be saving it. It'll be on our story for the next 24 hours, and it will also be on our YouTube channel. So I'll wait a little bit to see if there are any questions or comments. And if not, then I'm gonna sign off. I hope you all have a great night, making something delicious for you guys next time.